Aqua gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aquarius soul family, my Aqua gang. Hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please give us exactly what we need to know for Aquarius sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. These messages are general, guys, okay? So they may or may not resonate. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest for whoever else is here for. Keep an open mind. Stay fluid when it comes to tarot, okay? Now, if you do not mind, please click that like button. It helps in a very tremendous way. You have no idea. It helps people find us on this platform and it helps us grow. So it's one of the best ways to donate if you want to, okay? And also, if you want to make it official and become a part of our gang, become a part of our soul family, it's a vibe. It's a total vibe. I ain't gonna force you, but it's a vibe, okay? Go ahead and click that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload for this sign. Okay. Woo! Can we talk about change? I mean, the changes and the emotions are running extremely high at this time. I don't get that your emotions are all over the place. I get that you are so much so in control that it's making other people feel emotionally out of control, if that makes sense. Especially one person in particular, okay? Now, I do feel like this is somebody who got very, very comfortable with a way of doing things and with a way of engaging with you. Their comfortability is definitely, it's putting them in a position to really miss out, I feel. For some of you, that has already occurred, okay? Like I said, don't force anything to fit. Take what resonates with you. Essentially, in the heart of this person's energy, we have Neptune and supermoon. Okay, if you know anything about the moon cycles, the supermoons are very intense. Okay, they're high. They have a high drive for emotion, irrationality, and sometimes even drama, right? Like people love to bring up old issues. We are like right on the brink of finishing a retrograde, or we will be finished with a retrograde here soon. It'll be the post shadow, but I feel like this person is, their intensity in reference to this connection, it does feel like an older connection, is only intensifying as that retrograde ends. It feels like a supermoon energy, okay? This is somebody who feels like you lack empathy, okay? They feel like you're confusing the situation, when all I really feel like you are doing is making positive changes for yourself. But the positive changes that you are making are negative changes for this person, because they got very comfortable with the arrangement of this relationship, whatever that might have been. I mean, their comfortability is uncanny. I'm not going to say that you created a monster, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like you took a long time to start doing things for yourself. You took a long time to start going towards the things that actually make you happy. You took quite some time to finally start making the moves necessary. You may have even warned this person, like, if you don't change, if you don't get your shit together, if you don't get your act right, like, I'm going to be gone. Like, I'm going to be good on you. I'm going to move on. I have other things. I have other plans. I have a vision for myself. I'm trying to manifest certain stuff. You will not be a part of that. They kind of called your bluff because it took a little while for you to get there, you guys, okay? They kind of were banking on you just being the girl or boy who cried wolf. Okay, you're going to leave me. Gotcha. Yeah, right? And always expected for things to just kind of remain the same. They was just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Feet kicked up. They didn't feel like they needed to do anything in order to be sure that they were going to still have a place in your life, in order to ensure that you were still going to see it for them, still be attracted to them. I do feel like that has changed. Okay, I feel like more than just the attraction, you've lost respect for this person. Okay. We have this boomer card that comes out that does signify that this person is resisting change. They resist change like nothing else. They're out of touch. They don't read the room. They're not able to evolve. This is something that also has become extremely unattractive to you. I do believe that this is somebody who is now asking around, like, how do you get somebody to be in love with you, right? I'm not saying that they're turning to magic, but the Neptune card does say magic, right? Like, they're wanting to know. What do I need to do? Do I need to light a candle? Do I need to wait for a full moon? Do I need to wait for a super moon? Like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to get somebody to be in love with me, no matter what? Even if I'm just chilling, even if I'm not doing anything, even if I am just existing in this world, right? This card actually says bait and switch, right? They want to get you under some form of a spell, under some form of emotional and mental attachment to them, without your knowing, your knowledge, it feels, it's kind of alarming. I'm just going to say that. It's a little bit alarming, the avenue in which they're going to try to go to do this. I feel like they are grasping for straws. They're a little bit frantic here. This is why they would be turning to such an extreme way of doing things. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that this person is going to conduct any form of black magic or anything like that. Sometimes people perform rituals they don't even know that they are rituals, right? So let's say, for example, right, just as an example, let's say you don't see yourself being with this person as a partner, right? Like you don't see yourself partnering with them. You don't see a future with them, but the sex is amazing. Okay, this is just an example. There's a way that people can place some form of a tie on you during sexual intercourses, right? Or during there's a such thing as sexual rituals, right? Like that's just one example, you guys. Don't dive out of the window, because for some of you, you're not even that far with this person, but they were definitely anticipating that. This is somebody who definitely banks on that, right? Like that is their in. That is the thing that gets people to allow them to just sit back, relax, kick their feet up. You're going to bring dinner home. You're going to bring the money home. You're going to bring the bacon home, and you're going to cook it. Okay, you're going to take care of the kids. You're going to take care of them. You're going to make sure you got the big screen TV on so that they can watch the game. You're going to make sure that them and their girls can go out and get their nails done, get their hair done, everything did, right? So this person seeks to get people attached in a involuntarily. Okay, they want to mollywop you over the head, bamboozle you. Before you know it, it's like, damn, how did I end up with you for 10 years? I'm just here. Like, I'm just here for what reason? So it's your decision. It's your decision to stay, but you don't know that you were actually tricked into it, right? Like you don't actually know that there were strings that were pulled to get you to see the benefit of staying somewhere that is not serving you. That sort of thing. This is somebody who now is seeking empathy, because I feel like you either figured this out, or you weren't even, for some of you, you weren't even trying to figure this person out. You were trying to figure yourself out, and that just took you a little bit of time to get the ball rolling. And now you are making positive changes for yourself, and it's a big deal for this person. It's bad for them. They're down bad. Your positive changes are having a very negative effect on their life, on the good thing that they had going. They're not able to get out of this outdated way of looking at the two of you, or what the two of you could have been, or what they perceived they would have with you. This is somebody who, so I feel like, here's the thing, you guys, okay? I don't know what positioning you were in your life when you met this person, but I do feel like you had some unhealed trauma for some reason. And the reason that I say that is because this Neptune card suggests that there was some form of self-sacrificing, meaning you sacrificed yourself in order to be with another person. But I don't think that you did that purposefully. I felt like you met this person at a time in your life where you were just, they were just around, okay? They were just around. For some of you, you didn't even see forever with this person. You just kind of kept them around. Dead weight is what I'm hearing, okay? And you were definitely working on, healing from your own issues, right? Like your own traumas. You were definitely trying to reveal to yourself the avenues in which you need to go in order to elevate, in order to grow, in order to expand, in order to progress. And this person just so happened to be there, right? But the way that this individual read that you allowed them to be there, even if you weren't, ready to step up to the next cycle, even if you weren't ready to level up, just the simple fact that they were there, they felt like you would be willing to sacrifice your happiness, your success, your growth, your well-being, your mental health, even for the sake of being with them. That's how they read this. You like, girl, they illiterate. They can't read. They don't read. They do not read. Look at this. Forgiveness. Commitment. Soulmates in the reverse. Okay? Make no mistakes about that. You never viewed this person as your soulmate. I don't feel like you were head over heels for this person. They were just around. That's what I feel. I don't feel like what they were thinking this was. I definitely don't feel it was that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, it was a good time. I just don't get that you were just head over heels with this person. For some of you, you never had the idea of actually committing to them. They were always going to be a has-been. They were always going to be let go of at some point in time. You were just trying to figure yourself out. You were trying to get up the gumption and get up the self-control to start making the necessary changes in your life that you knew would knock them out of your hemisphere anyway. You knew that. You knew once you started making certain changes, once you started going towards certain goals, once you moved, once you got this job, once you decided to invest in this, once you started to, work on yourself and really put all of your effort towards the things that are going to positively shift and change and mold your future, that this person would have just fell off because they were dead weight. That's what I'm getting. Dead weight. But that's not what they thought. Okay. This is somebody who is definitely putting themselves on a pedestal. I feel like they viewed themselves as way more important in your life than what they actually were. That's their bad, for sure. And this is the frantic energy that I'm getting, you guys. This is why they're not logically thinking. They're not. They were so comfortable that when you finally start making these changes, they may panic a little bit, but the second you cut the tie, you cut the string, you cut communication, you cut engagement, you really start making significant shifts and changes without inquiring with them, without letting them know. It's like, oh, you making moves without me? You doing shit without me? Like, you're not even going to tell me? Like, don't we need to discuss this? And it's like, we are not. Like, yeah, no, it's not that. This is when that illogical thinking comes into play. Now they need to get you to see that you need to stick around. Oh gosh, I do not want to say that it's magic, you guys. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm not, but for some of you, it could very well be. Okay, some form of a ritual, candlelight ritual, a moon ritual. We do have the super moon here. It could just be them, closing their eyes and envisioning the two of you together. That is a form of manifestation. Them envisioning your future together, right? Them envisioning things not going through for you, these positive changes that you're trying to make, especially if you're trying to go towards something, buying a home, buying a house, moving to another state, moving to another country, getting this job. If you have relayed any of your goals to this person, they may actively be envisioning you failing at that, because your failure would put you in position to believe that you're on their level. I'm willing to forgive you and let go of the past. That's what this forgiveness card says. Because you're in the wrong. You get it? You get it? You were supposed to commit to this dead weight, this baggage, or at least take them with you. Okay? Let them hop on and piggyback up the ladder with you. There was never an idea in their mind that they would be a thing of the past, that they would no longer be a part of what you have going on. No. They never thought it. That never crossed their mind. Never did. Very, very confident. Okay? Rejection in the reverse. It never crossed their mind that you wouldn't see forever with them, that you wouldn't jump at the opportunity to be with them. Because for some of you, this person may even, out of a form of desperation, they might even be like, okay, let's commit to one another. Okay, let's get married. Let's get engaged. Let's move in. Let's, like, a real solid offer. They're just going to throw it at you. This is something that they would have never done before in the past. They never did it before. They never would have done it before. But now that they're scared, they're shaking in their boots. Now this is when they're throwing all the things at you that they should have been showing you in the beginning. And I feel like they kind of thought that it just went over your head, that they weren't putting in effort, that they weren't growing, that they weren't adulting, that they weren't mature, that they didn't know how to communicate, that they weren't putting any effort, that they were just taking from you, that they were just using up your resources, that they were expecting too much, that they were super heavy, that they're a lot. I feel like this person thought it kind of went over your head because they were still able to be around. So it definitely is giving the energy of the rug being ripped from up under them. When you do this, the soulmate in the reverse, they're never going to be expecting it. They're never expecting you to reject their offer. So for some of you, you may have wanted exclusivity with this person at one point in time, in which they would have dangled in your face like a carrot and never given it to you. Or always move the goalposts in order for you to get your ring, right? Or in order for you to be my husband, be my boyfriend, be exclusive. You got to do this. Okay, you did that, now you got to do this. Okay, you did that, now you got to do this. And now that you don't want it, they want to throw that shit at you. Like they're just throwing everything your way. This is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I do feel as though this is going to, like I said, this is going to knock them out of balance, you guys, okay? Like I said, they were kicked up, kind of chilling. You may have been with this person for years. They never asked you to marry them. They never said yes to your proposal or yes to being with you. They made you an option. They just did not see you as a person that they needed to move on, right? To make a move on, to show up for, to prove themselves to. None of that. And I feel as though it's coming out of nowhere. That is also another tactic. Don't mistake it. They do feel like you're wrong for this, okay? They feel like you're going to be the one begging them for their forgiveness, and they're trying to manifest whatever plans you have to move on without them, whether that be a new relationship, a new job, new success, money, whatever. They are envisioning that does not follow through for you. Something is wrong with this person. I'm just going to say it. It is. See? Opening up. It says, I closed the door before, but I'm ready now. Told you. I don't feel like they closed the door. They just never made it they never made you comfortable enough to have conversations with them about growth, about where the two of you were going, about what you're going to be, about plans, about your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan. Like they didn't want to have no parts of the important conversations. So now that you're making moves without them, it's a problem because they know that you're for real this time and they never saw it coming. It's like, this is the time that they really feel, oh shit, like Aqua is for real. Like they're really going to do this. Are you really going to leave me? Are you really going to just leave me here? Ciao. So, if you haven't heard from this person yet, prepare yourself, because you will. And I do feel like they're showing up the way they feel they need to in order for you to not reject this offer. That's what I feel. This opening up card does suggest that they're going to want to be vulnerable with you. They may try to play on your emotions, get some pity out of you, get you to recognize your mistake, realize the monumental mistake that you're making by going towards your happiness and not sacrificing your happiness for them. I pretend I don't care, you see? Only until they can't pretend no more. Because I feel like, here's the thing, you guys. I feel like it wasn't pretending before. I feel like they really didn't care because they were very comfortable. They just kind of feel like they knew you. They knew what you were going to do. They knew how you were going to move. They knew what your decision was going to be. Oh, they're only going to be mad for a little while, then they'll be right back and it's going to be fine. This is just how it's going to be. This is the relationship. But now they have no choice but not to pretend anymore, okay? Wow. This might really send this person on a tizzy, you guys. Emotions or weakness. I feel like this person definitely pegged any emotions that you would have had for them as a weakness, for sure. This is why they would have felt like they didn't need to evolve, change, prove themselves, do things to make you happy. No, for what? You already love them. They don't have to do that. You're going to stay forever. This is a forever thing. Boy, were they sadly mistaken. See? You can't make this shit up, you guys. We know, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. We know. We know, dum-dum. We know. Said it already. You don't have to tell us. Look, my way or the highway. Now, here's the thing. I don't feel like this person was uber controlling in the relationship because you would not allow them to be. But here's what they feel like they did control: your emotions. They definitely felt like they controlled when the two of you were going to be together, when the two of you were not together, especially if you were off and on. They feel like they were in control of when this was going to move forward, when the commitment would happen, and they kind of dangled it like a carrot. Whatever you wanted from this person, whatever commitment you were asking for, they never quite gave it. They couldn't, because then that would relinquish their control. If they gave it to you, they had to keep you wanting it. And then once you didn't want it anymore, now they're throwing the whole fucking heart at you. Just throw that shit. Just, Boy. Pick your face up though, love. You know, this is your energy. You like, pick your face up. Like, yeah, I don't want you, but pick your face up. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be all right. You know, you're gonna find you another bum or bumette. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Definitely don't worry about me. Definitely don't worry about me, but don't even worry about this. Like, come on. This is, you know, this is nothing. You are nothing to me anymore. So just let it roll off your shoulder. Come on, sugar. Let it roll off your shoulder. Like, please pick your face up. All of this crying, whining, begging, sulking, victimhood you're doing, that whole thing, I definitely feel like you're not going to receive that well. Okay? I don't. I feel like you're going to possibly really injure this person's ego. To pick your face up, yeah, you're going to say something that's jaw-dropping to them. It's going to be something that they never expected to hear. It's going to be the ultimate rejection. I just feel that. I feel that. And I also feel like this person thought you were so in love with them, and they're wrong. Boy, are they wrong. So this is like a rude awakening. They're getting hit. They're getting mollywopped out of nowhere. So they're never going to see it coming. This is why their face falls to the floor with the rejection, I feel. Okay? Wowzers. We will have new love in the extended, because I feel like these positive changes that you've decided to make for yourself is opening up the energy for you to finally start to see what it is that you need to do to place yourself in position for the things that you want. Okay? For some of you, that is a true connection. Your person, your divine counterpart, a real soulmate, not some fake fuck ass shit that somebody is just trying to convince you is the best you can have. Okay? Yeah, no. So let's go on over to the extended, okay? I really want to dig in over there. Let's tie this up with a cute little bow, okay? Before we get to the new love, I want to see what their hopes and fears of the future is. I definitely know what their fears are. That rejection is going to finish them. I'm just telling you. But we'll look anyway. I also want to see what their intentions are moving forward. Okay, that's going to let us know what their end game is. What are they really hoping for here, right? Like, we also need to see if there have been any significant changes that they have made. This will signify if there's been a transformation, an awakening, or anything of the sort. If you still see it for this person, that's the only way. Because this, you cannot do. Like, you cannot tolerate this anymore, okay? I also want to see what karma this person has due, because I'm nosy, okay? What karmic cycle are they going towards? What lessons needed to be learned here? What's the silver lining? Why did this have to happen? Okay, what was your lesson? That's going to allow you to see if this is a lesson that you have already learned, especially if you're going towards a new cycle. This is going to ensure success. All right. And then I want to know this person's next steps so that you can fully prepare yourself for that, as well as the best potential outcome, whether you decide to re-engage with them or go in the opposite direction towards new love. I will look at both, no judgment. Then we're going to get right into it. Okay. Who's coming in towards you? Only the good, only the new, right? What's the vibe like between you and this person? Meaning, what do you find most attractive about them, and what will they find most attractive about you? That's also going to let you know who I'm talking about, just in case you have more than one person who's interested. Okay, this will let you know who to focus your time on, who to invest in, who's worth it. Okay, I also want to know why they are single, okay? According to the divine, not according to them, because people could tell you whatever they want. I want to know the truth. And then we will see what the potential is for things to go all the way into union within the next 6 months to a year, I'd say, right? Like within the near future, what is the possibility of this going all the way? And then we'll get your advice in reference to what Spirit suggests you focus on energetically in order to bring about the life that you desire of fulfillment and happiness in the least amount of time, okay? So please, without further ado, click that like button as well as the subscribe button. And I'm going to put the link for the extended down below in the description box. And I'm going to see y'all over there. All right, let's go cut up.